All right, everybody. We're on. We're on. Thanks, everybody, coming in. Uh, I appreciate the support. And of course, I'm still excited about John A. Light giving the Truth Serum a shout out and all of that stuff. So all is good. I'm truly blessed and I enjoy life. And we're going to just keep moving on. So that's how we do it here. Let me get presentable. And I really got to be on point. I got to really be on point here. Michael K. So, I see, I had a brain injury, and sometimes there's certain key things that will trigger true memories or made up memories, the mind and the elasticity of the brain and neurotransmitters, what are real memories or just other memories. It's crazy. So, um, for this isn't very professional. All right. Uh, there was these guys running around. People come and go at the club, and there was a guy we used to gamble together. We'll call him Jeff, and we would gamble. Good, generous kind of guy, and he was made, and I think he was all over New York State, New York City, Schenectady, Syracuse. The people, well, there's money going all over the place. You guys know, and real good guy. And I hadn't seen him or something, and a friend of his or family said, uh, "Hey Joe, Jeff passed away. He had leukemia, and maybe you come in and put a word in for him, something like that." I says, "Well, I'm not sure. I'll go back. I'll go pay my respects, and I'll just sit in the back, chill out. Hello, hello, and then exit stage left. Get out of there because." So I go there, and there's mutual friends, and I'm kind of by myself, but I'm in close proximity to whatever. And so um, his cousin sees me, and they knew I was a speaker. I can communicate, a nice guy, and maybe I could say something enlightening, because a lot of times even their own family members do not like to speak at these you know funeral things. They don't like it. So he's looking at me, my heart's pounding. I'm like, no, don't do it, no, do it. Oh, Joey, come on, I'm sure you could share some enlightenment. I'm thinking, I'm gonna faint. Don't do this to me. I could speak eloquently in front of people, but so I get up there and I'm talking, and somehow I'm talking about gambling. When we would gamble, he was generous and very fair, and a good heart. And yeah, of course, he went, whatever I said, one of his cousins was in there, took it wrong. I was trying to put a good word in, but I don't know what the heck. Some gambling, well, forgive me, but he was a real bad, degenerate gambler. I just thought he got this leukemia, blood disease, and there's somebody told me, and I didn't know he got hit. And so I want to get the hell out of there. Then this other guy, good guys, says, "No, come on, we'll go have a smoke in the parking lot, talk." And sometimes these guys like to catch up on what's so and so doing. They like to catch up on things because they know I'm geographically located. And sometimes, they just want, not like I was the no, but I'm a hang around guy, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking, and this guy I think had rank. All of a sudden, here comes this guy, boom, grabs me, jacks me up, runs me into the building. So, and then he backed up. He started talking, and this other guy I was talking to corralled him, and another guy came, and they dragged him back. That's total disrespect at a funeral, you know, as a when you're seeing the total disrespect. And I don't know if they were related or not. You don't know the backstory. I don't ask them what's your name, social security number, rank, and all this. But they effed him up. They effed him up. I'm sitting up there thinking the guy passed away from leukemia. He got whacked. I'm trying to do an enlightening eulogy, and something I says goes nuts. And guys, and I wasn't, you know, I mean, I wasn't a pushover or anything like that, but it's not like it's a fist fight. I mean, you grow up and you just think, oh, you fist fight somebody. Well, that's it. It's over. You walk away. Sometimes you fist fight with somebody and you might even end up friends later on. But it ain't like a fist fight. They're willing to use a weapon and go to prison for life and all that. I'm not willing to go to prison for life because something happened in the parking lot. I'm not willing. Some guys are psychomaniacs. They don't care about doing life. I do. I cherish my life. So by the time I get back the next day, I go back to the club. Sam, the boss, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. And I says, you already know what happened. He was always a mental hopscotch player. He already had the answers. He already got 3 versions of the story. And now he wants to know my version, which is expected. And I said something about the guy, good-hearted guy, but somehow the gambler. Everybody sitting in the joint knew the guy was a degenerate gambler. They knew he owed 45, 50,000. Everybody else knew it in the joint, in the congregation. I'm up there thinking the guy passed away from leukemia. That's the only reason that's why they just tried to trick me to get me up there and say a good word, you know, and I'm up there. You know, a friend of mine's brother had leukemia too, and it was sad. It's like, what's this Joe talking about leukemia for? Make me look like a fool, put me on the spot. Then it's rubbing his family the wrong way. So Sam said, I'll be right back. We were talking, and I gave it to him. And then I hear him out in the bar area screaming on the phone, you rotten, half Italian words or whatever. He's screaming and hollering, this is my boy, Joe. This is my boy. You disrespect him. You know, he's going on about respect and everything else, which is in general, life in general, respect. But can't people just have regular respect? Just life in general. In the mob, you put respect on a pedestal. You put respect, you know, just out of respect. Why are you doing that to the kid? You tricked him about that kid. That kid was a no good, degenerate gambler. And then you put my kid in there and all this. So he wanted to set up something I says, I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to see these guys because, you know, I try to be subtle and just chilled, but I wasn't a pushover. I didn't want to force myself into getting pissed off and saying, you better kill me before I kill you or something like that. Come on, it's on. Let's see who could kill each other he might draw right on me. Boom, I ain't got a weapon on me. But I don't want to start thinking crazy because I believe I can outfox a guy. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a credentialed murder, but in my own thinking, I can outfox a guy that I think, but I don't want to get to that stupid mentality of saying, you know, getting to that kind of those kind of verbal exchanges. No, but then And then later on, he had a couple dollars or something. I don't know if Sam said, I had my hand out. I don't think he said, well, the kid probably used a couple dollars or something, but he said out of respect, because the guy that passed away, we gambled together, and the guy was generous, and they knew he was my buddy, hang around. You see these guys at the racetrack, and you don't know who they're connected to. You don't ask questions. Just my Italian friend there, Jeff, whatever. That's my friend. Yeah, come on, let's have lunch. Let's just, I don't ask him his background or if he's in a crime family or anything like that. But they brung Sam, the boss, some cash and said, "This is from them. Have your own little gambling kitty for them." Because me and the guy that passed away, we used to put $100 together and gamble together. And sometimes I didn't have a lot. He would put it in for me. So he said, "This is on them. You got your gambling money for the day." And that's nice. Class. So, yeah, I'm up there thinking the guy had leukemia. Yeah, my cousin's friend. Everybody's sitting in there like going, and I don't know, that's why the guy got pissed. Like, it's bad enough what happened. There's a big elephant in the room. And where'd this guy come from? Well, he used to gamble with him, and they come across each other. They got a little close or whatever, and that's it. You see a lot of guys in gambling arenas back in the day, and you say hello, you talk about, well, this horse or that horse, gamble, just general stuff. These guys are just regular people. You don't really know. You might have an idea of who they're hanging around or who they're in the mix with, or I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's my theory. Not to be like, oh, well, geez, who's your father? Who's your brother? Who's your uncle? Who's the captain? Who's this? Oh, what family's this? What's that? No, I want to just know about horse races and all that. I want to be able to pass a lie detector test. That's all. I don't want to know anything. And I didn't ask. And if somebody was going to start talking goofy about stuff, they used to get drunk. And I used to drive them around. They used to start, a lot of it worked on their minds, that post craziness. They're hardcore guys, and then they get drunk and their mind flips over and they're going, oh yeah, that guy. And then you got to be an instant therapist. You got to be an instant psychiatrist on the fly, drunken, crazy psycho in the car. And you better have something to say and say it right. Because it's... Smoke another one, Joe, while you're at it. Thank you, John Aloy. Thank you, Gene Burrillo. The J&G team. I'm coming off a high, and this story just came on my head about that. And I didn't like to attend those more. I don't like to attend because when things... the aftermath of when things broke up in this area, and things got shaky with my godfather in New York and things, and my godfather made some shrewd statements to this crew. Anything happens to me, a lot of stuff happened. Check out my other videos, if you will. There's 400 of them, but a lot had happened. There was a lot of backstory, and I really didn't know what my godfather may have or may have not been doing behind the scenes, if he was called to do something against those guys that I was running around hustling with. So, and I might go to one of those wakes or funerals, and there could be family member going, it's your freaking... They're thinking, well, your godfather whacked this guy. It could have been in play, but you always got to be cerebral. You always got to be thinking. And then it's like, oh, that's disrespect if you don't go see him. Later on, oh, well, how come you didn't go see? Well, no, I'm not good with that, blah, blah, all that. Then they take it as disrespect. Oh, you hung around the guy. So I didn't know what the backstory was of that. You're going to see a guy that's missing, whatever, and they're looking at you going, well, yeah, that's that. What the hell? What kind of cayunes does he have on him? We're pretty sure his godfather whacked this guy out. What the hell's his godson doing here? Boy, he must have some big brass cayunes on him. So I tried to shy away, but then afterwards they'd say, "Oh, geez, that was your friend over there, and you didn't go." And I was like, "No, I was respect. It's this respect is very. This respect is respect, personally respect, and then respect for the codes and ways of the mob, personal human respect, person to person, and then the codes of the mob. Like, you are just a runaround guy, but you were supposed to be at that funeral out of the respect for the mob, and that's a slap across the face. But you don't understand that it might be my godfather that was involved with that, and then I would be like a real brave smartass to be showing up there. So you can't win either way. It's a win-win. I prefer just not to be there, so somebody could freaking get crazy. But they did know, you get crazy again on me, that my godfather is going to find out. So that comes into play too. But you can't just hang your head on that, because he's 400 miles away. They could smash me up. He can't protect me all the way. He can come afterwards. He could come in afterwards and sort things out, if you will, and figure it out. But I could already be smashed out in the hospital or in the cemetery. So you could feel like you got protection and everything, but you're still a lone wolf navigating the freaking jungle, and you got to figure things out. But I didn't really like to go to those funerals and wakes and things, and especially well, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that story just came to my mind, that where they tricked me, and I'm up there like a freaking talking, and the guy's like, "What the hell? Who the hell told Joe that freaking Jeff had leukemia? This is so crazy and uncomfortable." And then I find out he got hit. Like, well, thanks a lot, folks. But later on, I got a little cash. I don't know if they know I got a little cash out of respect, because Sam, the boss, was screaming, because Sam takes that disrespectful. They know I'm his kid, more or less. I'm his kid. I'm his boy. And you're going to do that to my boy? He's thinking, he was screaming blood, things crashing and everything back there. You have blah, 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 blah. Get over here now. He's hollering, get over here now. Get over here now. And then I went back to the office, and then it was later on, and he said, "Come back up. There's something for you at the bar." The barmaid was a nice girl, and I went up there, and there was another guy there that I didn't know, and then the barmaid gave me the envelope out of consideration. Money is considered consideration in business. And he came and he said, "Hey, I wanted to personally say, hey, that was a little crazy and everything." And I said, "It's all right. Hey, it's okay. Things happen and everything." And I said, "Yeah, I tell Sam It's all right, Sam. I'll tell Sam, it's okay. I don't care. It's all right. And it was a good class move. A good class move. These guys had a lot more class than you think. Class. I will stick up for the Sicilians and the Italians that it wasn't just dumb Guido retards. There's class people in there. Class. In defense for because there's some idiots running around, good class people with humanitarian values. That's more than I could say about half the civilian population out there in society. If you want to compare and contrast, break it down a little bit. Mm. Um, mm. So, yeah, it's a respect thing, but sometimes these things will pop into my mind. I did have a brain injury, and I don't know. The mind is crazy, and you could have flashback thinking about something, or did that happen? Didn't this happen? Uh, I don't know. It could all be just fantasy. It could just be unreality fantasy. If you like it, you like it. That's all. So that's all you could do. But if you're gonna be telling a guy to go up and do a eulogy, give him a little backstory about how the guy got hit. I mean, how he died. Yeah, cancer and leukemia is very bad. I know people that have fallen, and they're all sitting there going, "What is this guy talking about?" They know how this guy came to his ending. I gotta write a movie. Forget the book. I gotta write a movie. Gotta write a movie. John and Gene. Well, I'm a writer. We gotta write a movie. The real movie that hasn't been written yet. I'm trying to align with John because John's real. John, he's real. I'm not gonna bash Mike Francis. I'm not gonna bash him. At least not today. But I like real guys that talk the real talk and everything else. I like that. So that's that. We're gonna keep it at that. Thank you everybody that come in here. Boss Man, Flag, Hammer, Philly Bob, Leon Swan, Michael Condinas, and the Wolf. I appreciate all you guys coming in here. And yeah, the guy didn't die from leukemia. He got hit. Unbeknownst to me. But if that was caught on video, it's weird, the uncomfortable feeling in the air. Just if that, it's better than a Hollywood movie. Better, way better. So that's about it. Thank you. We're at 800 subscribers. I got to give you guys an applause. You know me. You know how I do it. I'm going to try to act a little more mature now that I got the big boys looking in on me. Oh, no, nothing's going to change. Got to do what I do to get here. And I don't mean anything now, here, yesterday, or tomorrow, any disrespect to John and Gene. The other guys, I don't care if I disrespect them or not. Sometimes I want to be a good Christian, and I fight over that just to be a good Christian. But you want to have a channel, Joe, you better mix it up a little too. We have a real big show tonight, a real big show. Making their debut trip to America, the Beatles. All right. That's that. 800 subs. John A. Light for the call out of the truth serum. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to go to 1,000. Let's just forget about 900. We're going to 1,000. I told you, I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to me. That's all. I think big. You guys got to think big. I think big. This might look like a little raggedy sad. Look at Joe, your shirt's a little off center. Yeah, you're like, yeah. Don't worry. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to me. That's all. Just like you folks with your dreams. So that's it. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't ever give up. Look at what I got with nothing. So stay strong. The world is a vampire trying to get your blood. Nah, we're going to rise up, all you good people. We're going to rise up. We're going to have fun together. And we're going to try to demonstrate some semblance of love and compassion in the middle of it all. All right. Thank you. God bless you all.